A person who badly wanted to work as an employee in Starbucks now owns it. Hey guys, welcome to the 49th episode of Success Stories 100. Motivate yourself by watching one success story every day. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. And today we're going to talk about the success story of Starbucks. Starbucks was founded in 1971 by three people, Jerry Baldwin, Zev Siegel, and Gordon Boker. These three people studied together at the University of San Francisco. After completing their studies, Jerry Baldwin worked as an English teacher, Zev Siegel an history teacher, and Gordon Boker was a writer. They got inspired by Alfred Peet, who was an entrepreneur who sold coffee beans and coffee roasting equipment. These three people started their first store and named it Starbucks. They were only selling coffee beans. Only after 15 years of operation, they had 6 stores, and these stores were not cafes. They were only selling coffee beans. By 1987, Howard Schultz, who worked as a manager in Starbucks, bought Starbucks chain and expanded it. Well, who is Howard? He's the hero of our story. Let's take a look at his life. Howard was born in 1953. His family was very poor. His father was a truck driver. When Howard was 7, his father met with an accident. Since he was 7, Howard started taking part-time jobs. He worked as a bartender. He also gave his blood for money. After completing his graduation, Howard took different jobs. By 1979, he was working at a company where he was responsible for the coffee machine manufacturer's US operations. His company was selling coffee machines to Starbucks. When he visited Starbucks, he really liked it. He badly wanted to work at Starbucks. He asked Starbucks founders to hire him. After nearly a year, they agreed and hired him in 1982. He became the director of retail operations and marketing of Starbucks. He felt really happy. On his business meeting to Italy, he found many cafes, and people visited cafes to spend time with their friends, to spend time for themselves, and even business meetings were held on cafes. He came back and suggested this idea to the founders of Starbucks to open a proper cafe, but they didn't like this idea. They only wanted to do coffee beans business and not cafes. They rejected his idea, but Howard tried tirelessly and they kept on saying no to his proposal. By 1985, Howard left his job and decided to start his own cafe. He had a dream, he had a plan, he worked really hard, but he did not have the money to invest. He approached many people and asked them to invest in his idea, but everyone said no. 214 people rejected his proposal, said that it was a bad idea, but he did not lose hope. He believed in his idea, and finally one person agreed to invest and he opened his first cafe. He named it Il Giornale. While this was happening, the Starbucks founders bought Peet's Coffee and Tea Company. They decided to focus on this and decided to sell Starbucks units. Howard bought Starbucks and started expanding it. All his dreams came true. Starbucks became the world's largest cafe chain. It has 30,000 outlets in over 70 countries. And it took rejections, criticisms, and hard work for Howard to reach this position. And if this is the first time you're hearing the story of Starbucks, make sure you share this video. Thank you.